exercise is a stagger stance kettlebell swing. You can also do this with a ball. I'm going to show you the slower version of this. Eventually the goal is to get into a more dynamic version, and the entire goal of this is to practice loading into your glute. So what's going to happen is I'm going to start with the dumbbell, and I'm going to hold that on the two ends of it. You should start out with something light. I've got 5 pounds here, and I'm essentially going to chop or start out sort of diagonally across, and then as I'm swinging across, I'm hinging into my glute here on this side. So I'm coming back up and out of it and hinging, really trying to like wrap myself into this glute on this side, coming out of it here, wrapping in here. And then the more dynamic version of this looks like so, where we're swinging, coming up, swinging in, coming up, swinging in. The whole goal of this is to keep this feeling in your glute versus going into your low back. You should feel lots in the glute. You can also do this if you have a weighted ball or a medicine ball. You can do a similar thing with a weighted ball where you're coming across here and then you're here. And you're doing a similar thing where you're catching that and swinging that as you're going. Again, we want to feel this in the glute as we're going across. The other thing for this one is that to feel a little bit more glute, you can put your pelvis in a slightly forward position. So if you had a belt buckle, your belt buckle can go down towards your toes a little bit. The rule on that is that you need to feel more in your glute and not in your low back. If you just dump your belt buckle down towards the ground, you're gonna do that just with your low back. We want the glute here. So if I were to sort of go from the side here, I'm here. I've got my weight heavy on this side. I'm sticking my butt out a little bit like I'm trying to show off to somebody behind me. And then a similar thing, chopping down, coming back up, chopping down, coming back up, making sure I'm staying in my glute the whole time.